Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for November 2018. It is 12:04 p.m. on November 16th. Yes, it's late and you're last, and I'm so sorry. But you know, we'll do you probably second next month because we got to do the birthday month first. Anyways, welcome everyone. Thank you for your patience. I've seen a lot of people saying, patiently waiting, patiently waiting. So here it is, guys. Okay, and I am going to get right into your reading. We're going to start with the Tibetan singing bowl. Just go ahead and clear the energy for ourselves. Let guides know that we are ready to go ahead. We're prepared. Clear our mind. And let's begin. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're doing is we're using the Love Tarot, the Major Arcanas, and this is going to be the overall energy. I have a feeling that the majority of you have watched your moon and rising, so you're probably familiar. This is going to be the overall energy. These have been spot on. Answering many questions within a spread. So I'm really glad that I decided to use these this month. And to bring you some variety. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, those intuitively guided. Let's begin. See what we need to know. Granted, the month is half over, but what I want you to look at within any reading is, it's never late, it's never early, it's just right on time. So, I'm saying November, but this is, Alright, let me think. Aquarius. This is intuitively guided. November 2018. What will be? How we know for Aquarius. 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 Well, guess what? My feet are not on the floor. So let's do that. Okay. Aquarius. 2018. What do we need to know energy-wise? Oi, 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 oi. We have the Lovers. Card of Gemini. The meaning of the card is a head over heart decision, right? But the energy of the card is love. A strong love, a strong connected love. Even a love that, this doesn't promise us anything, right? Rainbows and butterflies, sure. There's also nails and hammers. This is the energy, though. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to go ahead and use the Universal Tarot. It's number 6. Gemini are ruled by Mercury. Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. Opposites for you, and Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde certainly has that energy, much like other planets when they go into retrograde, where people can come back, communication can come back, whether we want it or not. It doesn't mean we have to accept it, and it doesn't mean we have to turn it away. I do have a heater going. I hope the noise is going to be okay. It's really cold in my room, so I wanted to bring the temperature even. I just realized that you might be picking up that noise. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's begin. I have the Three of Cups flipped itself. I have the Four of Pentacles. I have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, it's about patience. You have a little bit on the board right now that does talk about patience, right? Perseverance, holding steady, staying strong. Seven of Pentacles is about manifesting, but it does ask you to be patient, to wait for those seeds of attention to turn into reality. One way of looking at it. I do feel like someone is saving up for a home. You're definitely saving up for something. And I do feel like for some who are in a relationship together now, you may be purchasing a new home together. I don't feel separate. I do feel together. You may not receive everything you want in this house, but it will be home. I hope that makes sense. So maybe, my goal is to have a swimming pool in the backyard. I mean, if that's your goal, you should have that. But, example. And you find a house and you walk into it and it just feels right. It just feels right. But it doesn't have that pool. Do you turn down the house because of the pool? And maybe some of you are going through that right now. Maybe your money won't buy you everything. So I feel like, because I do feel like you're going to do this, and it doesn't have to be a home, by the way, but it is. I do feel like it's a big purchase. It's a big decision. And it just feels like what the message is here is, even if I can't have everything, right? Maybe my list is you know, my list is more than the finances I can put behind it. We then go by the energy of the home, right? Because I can always make improvements as I go along. And I also feel like if you're buying a home, and maybe you're looking to rent a home with someone, but I feel like location is important too, because that location, number one, is what brings you resale value. If you're interested in that, because some of you are, you may be flipping homes too. And I feel like if you are, location may be one of the most important things. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Ten of Swords. You know, I can't lie here. I do feel like someone may be dealing with someone who you either feel has cheated on you in the past, and it is the past, or you've done this to them, or you both done it. I do see that it's brought, especially with the Ten of Swords, brought a lot of pain. I do have to say, though, within this deck, when I see the Ten of Swords, this person's face up, right? They're on their back. You see these swords coming, yet lay there anyway. I mean, I'm sure they were standing, but they see them. They even, in some way, give permission for the sword to penetrate. To the point where you're just down and out. To the point where you can't make decisions. You can't trust yourself. You feel that. You know, in the mind. Now, good news is, this is a 10. It's able to end. We do have to let it. Aquarius, it does feel like it's going to be a love reading. A little bit, I think it's going to be mixed, to be honest, but love is definitely part of this. We have the Hermit, card of Virgo. You know, the Hermit is looking right back at the Ten of Swords. So, someone is looking for healing. Someone, you know, is like looking for my happiness outside myself, and I'm coming to realize I've got to look within. I got to see why I allowed some swords to penetrate me. Excuse me. What I do like here is that you are in a learning phase. You do want to learn, but you want to learn more than just the nuts and bolts of something. Like, you want to know, you want to learn energy. You want to learn why. Why am I doing things a certain way? Why am I holding on to something so tightly? Previous pain, no doubt. For some of you, you know, they may have stepped out of the relationship, or you feel that they did, or you just didn't feel that you had that trust. I know that there's a bond here. I know that. And it does feel like an unbroken bond. But man, things didn't go right. Things were heavy. Let's keep going. I have the World. And then as our last card, which is outside the spread, so it doesn't fit within the 6 cards, is the Six of Swords. So this, I feel, is also an important energy of what's coming, how things will be. Six of Swords is about things looking up, things getting better, moving on to new horizons, taking the lesson with me, leaving the pain behind. I'm taking the lesson, the wisdom, not the feelings. I'm leaving that behind. I had some type of clarity here. over issues of my mind, of, well, I feel like the energy is like, you know, when you've been with someone and you don't know if they're cheating, but you feel like they're cheating, but you don't know that if they're cheating, and they say they're not cheating, but yet something inside of you feels like they're cheating, but they're saying no, and it's like, you know, that type of energy. Should I stay? I want to stay, but things aren't working out. Should I go and just build my own life? I want to go and build my own life, but then I don't want to lose this connection. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So I feel like here you're coming to solutions. You're having those epiphanies, because it's showing me that you do move out of this. Okay, so if you're in that Ten of Swords energy, you're able to move out of it. You're able to like restart your life, live in a different way, live with joy and not sadness. You know, but how? How do you get to this point? You got to travel through the Hermit. You have to. You need to get light on the situation. You need to get light on your actions. And that's what the Hermit does. So I don't go into Hermit mode so much seeking like, okay, so what should I do? Should I be with this person? Should I not? No, this is a seeking within me, calling in my higher self, calling within spirit, source. This is about going in wanting to learn and coming out with the right answers, the right feelings. Showing me you do. But it does feel like a road you have to go down to then change that road. Look at the World card too. I want you to understand that this is a time of protection. You always have protection, but you're free will. So I feel like for some of you, like I've been living off of my free will more, and now I want to start bringing my spirituality into it, my intuition, my higher self. So you do. I do feel like some of you had to go down this difficult path, and I know. Trust me, I already know the comments I'm going to get from that, but I do feel like some of you, let me put it in a different way. Through this difficulty, you're a new person. Once you get over the hump, once you allow yourself, you know, the Hermit, the beacon. The Hermit teaches us that, you know, through the dark, right? Through the darkness. Look at the darkness within this card. There's always hope. And sometimes we have to travel through the dark to get to the light. This is how we're able to truly put things behind us, close doors, and move without resistance into the next time of our life. Now, I love the World card when it shows me something new coming, because I often feel like this is one of the best times of my life. And I do feel like if it's regarding love, and I have this clarity, this is for the rest of my life. For some, it's like eternity. There's a Seven of Pentacles above the World card. So definitely wanting to manifest this change, right? So someone wants to manifest this change. Some of you definitely want to manifest a move. You know, and it just may be your location. Like, I just don't like where I'm at. I don't feel inspired. Maybe moving higher up in the mountains, like, you know, like you're in the valley and you're moving, you know, into Colorado, that type of thing. Okay, I'm going to bring the clarifiers out. And we're going to use the Cosmic Tarot. This may sound silly, but I feel like if I take the time to look over my heartache and I'm just not looking at someone else's part, but I'm looking at my part. I am being very realistic here, right? And I'm trying not to even look at the pain of it, but just the actions. If I'm able to do this, and you are able, if you're willing to do this, if you're willing to go through that darkness so that you can see the true light of it, I feel like your life changes tenfold. Tenfold. Aquarius, it's important for you to go through the Hermit stage. You can skip it, right? You can skip it. Move on. Maybe find someone else to fall in love with. But the problem is, you never truly had illumination over why, how, my part, their part. You know, you don't have illumination over why things don't work out, why things don't seem to work out. Because you're skipping a very important part, probably the most important part. If I don't look at my pain, I won't grow from it. And I'll just continue to feel it. You're not meant to feel certain pain for the rest of your life. It's all process, right? But we get stuck. It's the difference between our 3D world and our higher self. Our higher self would just be like, beep, beep, taking the swords out. Just take them out. Get rid of them, Sandy. You know what they mean. You know what they're for. You know why they're there. You have clarity over it. So now, the swords can literally drop out. I know a lot of you don't believe that that will happen, but it will happen. You have to allow it, right? Okay, excuse me 1 second. I am going to turn that heater off. Thank you. All right. Let's break this down, baby. 7, 7, 14 to 5. I have Justice. Card of Libra. You know, with the 3 cups here, 10 of Swords, someone could certainly be going through a divorce. Legal battles, that type of thing. I have the Prince of Wands, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Younger energy. Doesn't have to be. Some of you may be going through a custody battle also. And it could be over son, like where a son's going to live. This is your reading, and the celebration falls for you. So let's look at it that way. You know, and I do feel, I'm feeling a little Leo here. And I feel like for some of you, you may have been dealing with a Leo who, real quick, I just need to say this real quick. I do feel like there's someone who has a child. Now, when I say child, I feel like this child is probably in their 20s, maybe even older. Anyways, I feel like they have an addiction. Perhaps to alcohol. Doesn't have to be. They have an addiction, and I feel like they've had it for a little while. Not their whole lives, that kind of thing, but they've had it for a little while. I kind of feel like someone's going to be court ordered into rehab. And, boy, have I been down this road. So I understand the pain and all of it. I get it all. However, I can tell you, I feel like, this person's either coming to the realization themselves and they do want help. But yet I do feel like for some, it's like being forced into rehab, but it is the best thing that could happen. I do feel like for you, finances have been a problem, right? Oh my God, I know that too. Like trying to find rehab for someone is just fucking ridiculous. It is. But what is meant to happen here will happen. So, and this is to help heal them. This could be you. So they're either going to be ordered into rehab, and some are going to make that choice themselves. They're recognizing the fact that whatever their choice of drug is taking over. It's taking over. And someone still has enough clarity of mind to know, like that deep within its subconscious, not what I want. I don't want to live like this, right? So it feels like outside help, but also the acknowledgement within themselves. Okay, let's keep going. Hasn't been an easy road for anyone. The family, themselves, anyone that loves them, it's been difficult. I have the Six of Wands, beautiful. So this is victory. I'm so happy to see this after what I just said. This is victory. This is also a card about looking at one's ego, right? I can have victory, but I got to make sure that my ego isn't like ruling everything. I know not everyone's not going to want to hear that message about someone getting help. But man, for the ones who are going through this, you do want to hear this. And I do feel like in a way you got to relinquish control and I can say that, but I also know how hard that is. But I also wish I could go back and do things differently. Someone's been running away from themselves. Someone, and this can be a completely different person here, but someone's been running away from themselves, refusing to realize just everything that they are, feeling like I can't overcome, was feeling that way. This is telling me you can. Everyone might have to go back to the Hermit. Okay, let's keep going. So I have the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. I have the Nine of Wands. Makes perfect sense because, Nine of Wands is about the struggle that, and I'm still in it within the Nine of Wands, but it's soon to end if I allow it. And it's weird because I feel like someone isn't, you're just not recognizing everything within you and, how you can absolutely change a circumstance, a situation. You have that power. And it does feel like someone is being awoken to that. Someone is very, very close to that. And can I tell you, and I know you guys don't like to hear this, but this journey so far, the lessons within it, if I choose to look at them and I choose to learn from them, will explain so much. So it's like I really don't have clarity here, but once I start moving out of the situation, I can then look back and, yep, yep, okay, that makes sense. Yep, yep, I know why I had to go through that. Yep. And for many of you, it is to see your own worth, to see your own worth. I have the Queen of Wands. So we've got quite a bit of fire here. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I have the Seven of Wands. Aquarius, is something you want to do that someone is, let me put it this way. There's something you've been focusing on. And other people don't really want you to proceed for whatever the reason. But there's something within you, and I'm not talking to inflame here. There's something within you that, it's like when you wake up to this, without doubt, you're on the right path. And I do feel like there's going to be people who are trying to persuade you otherwise. Don't listen. You got to know this within. I feel like this Ace of Swords is completely for you. It's completely about your awareness. It's completely about your truth, your authentic self, who you are, your abilities, what you were not realizing, and what you now can realize. For some of you, you may have a mother helping you. Again, you may have a mother criticizing you. You may have a female interest criticizing. And I know I'm using the word criticize, but that's kind of what I feel. But this is your journey. So remember that this is your journey. This is not your mother's journey. This is no one else's but your journey. So you make the decisions, depending how old you are. But you better be 18 or older to be watching this. Okay, let's keep going. I am going to pull these up. We're going to leave them. With the Ten of Swords again. Okay, I want to stop for 1 second. I just want to say, Aquarius, I don't think the Hermit Mode has ever been more important, because I feel like this Ten of Swords coming back up again. You may be repeating patterns, right? You may be manifesting. You may be manifesting hardship to yourself. And yes, it may be based on other people's actions, but there's something within you. Mercury's in retrograde, so be careful with your communication. You may say things that you wish you didn't. You may be regretting something immediately after you do it. And I feel like what it's saying is take that moment, take a pause before you send a text, an email, a phone call. Move it from hate and anger into love, Now, that doesn't mean I'm calling you saying, hey, baby, I'm so sorry for everything I've done. It's all my fault. No, not at all. Though it doesn't hurt to acknowledge what is. I have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. So this too, I can move beyond. This is beautiful potential. This is, and I say potential because I have to decide if I'm going to reach out and grab this. Again, the Ten of Swords wanting to come to an end. I need to be proactive in bringing this to an end for myself, though. This is not, like if I'm sitting here waiting for the universe, I'm waiting for the tower. It's showing me the tower's not coming yet. I feel like someone's got to do this on their own. And I do feel like the reason why you got to do it on your own is because you've got to find that inner strength within you. You don't think you have it, but you do. The Empress. Beautiful Empress. I consider the Empress a little bit of everything. But she originates out of Aries and Taurus. I feel like she's combined, but I heard someone else read her as a Leo. I mean, she's got the dress of Scorpio on, right? Why? And Cancer. Pisces, actually. Because she is a beautiful mixture of love and strength. She loves from her unconditional heart, but she's not a fool, right? She's not a pushover in any means. She does put herself first, not in a selfish way, but she understands if I don't love me, no one's going to love me the way I want them to love me. She is someone who shows her love. She doesn't hold it back. She's great at love. She didn't start this way, just like the Emperor, right? That wisdom he's got, well, it took the majority of his life to gain that wisdom. This is about nurturing oneself so that I can nurture others. Some of you may be looking for someone to nurture you in that way. And I kind of want to repeat that as in when you can love that way, someone will love you in that way. It does start within us. We all want someone to come in and make everything better. But why don't we make it better for ourselves? And then when someone comes in, it's just like a big wide open door. It's a party then. It's not fear, it's fun. All right, I'm going to leave her out, and we're going to continue moving. And it's weird because I had one mother who criticized, right? And this could have been when you were growing up, too. Like, Johnny, you just can't get anything right. Katie, look at your hair. I have the Princess of Cups. So we wear that like a badge of honor, right? But it doesn't belong to us. It's other people's opinions. And even though we give them the name mother and father, listen, they're human. So don't, if that's how you grew up, think about that. Their words are not God's words. Their words are not Source. It's not Source saying, hey, Johnny, whatever the case. No. Source is saying, Johnny, I love you. I love you just the way I made you perfect. Perfect. So I have the Princess of Cups and I have the Princess of Pentacles. What's going on here? I could very well have a female couple here, Earth and Water, who are in this, what do I want to call it, like hamster wheel of just hurting each other. Hurting each other. And it's weird. Now, this doesn't have to be two females, but I feel like the Earth sign is the one who tends to make communication, right? Who tends, for some reason, I feel like this earth sign is the one who tries to control the situation, um, has more authority. I don't know if that's the way I want to say it in love, but you know, there's a word I'm looking for. I do feel like within this energy, I do feel like you break up, you split up. I do feel like there's nastiness. I do. Words like whoa. And listen, I was thinking the other day, I was thinking back to this one time, and I was just thinking about how I reacted and things that I said. Is like, whoa, like, where does stuff like that come from? When you're like so angry. So I do feel like I have one partner, one person who someone loves, who is like that. This is not a mother, this is a lover. So I have someone who seemed gentle and, I'm not putting this earth sign down, but a little demanding, right? Like, I have a feeling they say something like, let's just do it my way. Let's just do it my way. And you may be saying, but we always do it that way. Can we try this? And they're like, no, let's just do it my way. So some way they have, I have the moon. So for some of you, I feel like this may be a Pisces. Could you be waiting for communication to come back in again, or are they waiting for you to bring communication back in again? I do feel like you're right now at that point where you're kind of in limbo. I don't know what to do about this, right? There's things that I don't know. Are they cheating? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they are, but I don't know. Hermit is right next to all this confusion. We have the Gemini full moon, and I do feel like for a lot of signs, Gemini full moon is really bringing things to awareness. It is swords, right? Communication, Mercury retrograde. Oh my God. The sign of the twins. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Eight of Pentacles. I gotta put some work in here. I gotta look at myself and I gotta put the work in. This is the energy of beginning something new, but willing and wanting to put my head down and get moving on this. It could certainly be projects for people. I often feel like this is the beginning, but I'm not coming in without any wisdom. I'm just beginning it. I also feel like relating to like projects, career, this talks about being on the right path. Again, not promises of easy days, but the more I am focused on what it is I want to create in this world, the more I bring it in, the more joyful it becomes, even if I have to put a lot of work in. This is also energy that directly benefits you. So whatever work I put in here directly benefits me. Doesn't mean it doesn't benefit other people around you, but you have a major growth with this. So your higher self, but also financially. It's coming over the Hermit. So some of you could be ready to embark on some type of spiritual based business. I know I have more and more and more subscribers who are thinking about that, whatever form that takes. I have someone email me, they want to take Reiki, and I feel like that's just the beginning for this person. So you emailed me, I didn't answer you back yet, but I did read it. You may know if you watch this, because I just felt like, yeah, that's just the beginning, baby. you know, like it's going to go further. I don't answer emails like that, to be honest with you, just because I get so many, but I do read them. Okay, anyway. It's also telling me that things will be revealed. The things will be revealed is going to help you. I have the 5 of Swords. You're getting a lot of fire and a lot of swords in your reading. Swords are you. Aquarius, if someone is trying to hold you back from your dream, do not let them. If you've thought things over carefully and you have a good enough plan, believe in it. I definitely feel like you've got to believe in yourself here. I feel there is conflict around you. I do feel like there's people telling you the opposite of what you want to hear. And I want to say one other thing, Aquarius. I do feel like with all the sword energy that's coming out, there is a need to at least mentally separate yourself from that energy. Some of you may be walking away from people. And why? Well, because I feel like you are really beginning to get real clarity. I feel like you're really beginning to go after your dreams, Aquarius. If you don't go after your dreams, none of us will. And I don't know why I just said that, but I feel like manifest what you want. Don't hurt people. Don't like, as you're climbing that ladder, don't step on people to get to the top. But the negativity, you've got to find your way. You got to find a way to separate yourself from it. Even if it's just the weekends, and you're like, you know what? I'm just not. I don't even want to talk to people this weekend. I'm going to concentrate on me. Maybe get yourself a deck of tarot, whatever. Meditate, listen to music, go out to nature. But you yourself, and I, but you. Okay, let's keep going. I do feel like many of you are in that stage right now. I have the Queen of Pentacles. So, business-wise, especially with the Eight of Pentacles here too. Again, someone trying to discourage you from going your way. Queen of Pentacles showing up, telling you absolutely. If you are, I want to say man-made business. There's no one better than the Queen of Pentacles. This is also a reminder to pay attention to details, especially with Mercury in retrograde. Pay attention to details if I'm about, and I also feel like, I might want to hang on just until Mercury goes direct to present something, if I haven't already, okay? But I need to pay attention to details, especially during Mercury retrograde. Because those are the things I'm going to miss. And missing those details could throw me back again. So it's not don't put them out. It is double check them. Different times of the day, when you're in a different type of mood. I don't know why. But she's a great omen because I often think the Queen of Pentacles as a business owner, as a successful business owner, as her own woman or man. So yeah, you could be working for a company, but for a lot of you, you are working for yourself. So influence is around you. I feel like I'm going kind of fast today. I don't know why. Maybe that's your energy. Or maybe there's just different messages that I need to keep moving within. Okay, let's look at the world. So as I go into this new chapter, I know where my strengths lie. I know where my weaknesses lie. I am much more wiser than I used to be. I know that I'm protected. I feel the protection here. I'm moving to a point of what feels like true happiness, but why? Because I'm living more within my spirituality here. I'm kind of floating. I'm floating through the world. Before I was dragging. Okay. And I do have to say, before I can make this, I move into this chapter, again, it's up to me, right? It is up to me. She's got 2 wands in her hands, and that is beginning something new, even if there's a little fear attached. Turn that fear into excitement. Because you're meant to move that way. And I know if I go through that hermit mode, joy is tenfold. Tenfold. I have the 6 of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is a beautiful, balanced energy. This is the ability to give and to receive. To give and to receive. Sometimes it's easier to give than receive. This is coming from a charitable heart, right? So I have compassion within here. This is balance within my finances. For some, this is balance between 2 people's finances, like, somebody stepping up to the plate finally. Maybe someone just got a job, and I feel like this would be a partner. So they're now able to bring finances to the table. It's very charitable. I have enough here, right? It doesn't mean I'm rich. I have enough. And that's all I need. Not that I won't take more, right? But I'm very satisfied at this point. We have the 3 of Cups coming over the world. 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 3 cups, though. I love how this couple's intertwined. Intertwined. It's a type of energy when, you sit down on the couch together and you just can't help but like reach your hand over and touch their hand, touch their leg, like some part of you has to be touching them. You know what I mean? It's that type of energy. For some of you, this world, this new chapter is including the lover. The lover. Could be a twin. I cannot not say that with the lover's card here. Doesn't matter though. I just hope you can kind of release that. Because what it's saying is who you're going to love and who you're going to love and who's going to love you is quite beautiful. This is about celebrating that love. Celebrating that love. You may not have been able to do this or open yourself in this way if you didn't go through the hermit mode. You wouldn't have. I mean, we've already been told that. You would just jump right back onto the same wheel. And that doesn't mean don't take people back from the past. What it means is if you want them to be different, then maybe you need to be different, right? Especially with the 6 of Pentacles, because we're both balanced here, right? We're both giving and receiving, but we're allowing ourselves to receive completely, 100%. And yeah, I have a feeling for someone like those worries of, oh my God, what will they think about me? What will they think this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, stop yourself. I get it, but stop yourself, because they don't see you the way you see you. And what I mean by that is when you look in the mirror and you see your physical form, you may think one thing, you may hate what you see, but this person doesn't. This person loves what they see. Two people can look at one person. One could say, oh my God, that's the most beautiful person in the world. And the other person can say, I feel zero attraction, right? It's all in the eye of the beholder. And there you are in the mountaintop, by the way. There you are in the mountaintop. Okay, actually, I'm going to look at the 6. So I'm going to put this up, and now I want to look at the 6. Hello, 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 hello. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. You know, I love it when a reading, the cards come out with exactly what I feel. You guys all know it's 10 of Cups, right? Now, this doesn't have any conditions around it. And what I mean by that is this is not, this is not, how am I trying to say this? This is what you're going into. And you're going into this free and clear if you choose. I cannot live in the 10 of Cups energy, though, if I have blocks up, if I have armor on, right? I can't. I need to be my authentic self within the 10 of Cups. And I need to love and accept someone else for themselves. Both parties loving each other. But you got to make sure you love yourself. And that's the truth. This is about harmony within and harmony out. Loving myself and loving people around me, my family. This is great harmony, though. And I'm looking at the 6 of Swords. Person's in a boat, right? He's traveling to this 10 of Cups. What's the energy here? What do I need to know before I hit here? I need to know that this person who's heading into this 10 of Cups, maybe unbeknownst to themselves, has put in the work beforehand. Again, I picked up the lesson, which then becomes my wisdom, and I leave the pain behind, even the memories, so to speak. Or if I think of something in the past, I don't think it with the pain that I used to. Now I can just examine it and like I'm looking at someone else's test. All right, I'm leaving that. I do want to, I haven't done this for any other reading, but I do want to get more clarification on lovers. I'm going to pull this up. And I'm saying that because I feel like, I do feel like for some, this is twin flame energy, soulmate energy. I'm seeing Cupid there. Cupid is doing his work. Cupid's involved. It's meant to be, right? Why else would Cupid be there? He'd go somewhere else. They're standing in a golden field of wheat. And I can tell you, all it takes is a touch. If even that, but you touch. Just touch. You feel the vibration of that other person. Just a touch. Their touch is like feeling you with unconditional love, and you them. Seven of Pentacles again. I have the Death card. Card of Scorpio. Or seeds of intention, right? Being patient. You know, I'm not extremely focused on my seeds. These seeds have been planted. Now I just trust in them. Death card, again, can be Scorpio, but it is about allowing something to come to an end. When you see the Death card, don't be fearful of it, because it's actually quite beautiful, because what it's saying is something is ending, right? A way of being is ending. You know, a person may go, a situation may have to go. Yes, something must go, but what you're moving into, there's no need to resist it, because it's beauty, it's light, it's happiness, it is dreams being fulfilled, seeds of intention, the harvest now coming upon you. But it wouldn't happen unless first I put something to bed, put an end to something, and stop. I don't want to overanalyze here, right? Because again, it's just like, I already know, I have the wisdom here. These seeds of intentions are from every single life that you've ever lived, coming out when they're needed, coming out at the right time, divine time. Sometimes, yeah, we're in a waiting mode because the universe is in a waiting mode for us. Put down the resistance. Trust yourself. Clearly, this is what you're manifesting. This is what your soul, this is the path that your soul has chosen. And we're looking at the Lovers, so I feel like this is the soul that someone else's path has chosen too. If you are in waiting mode, being patient, let's put it that way, this could certainly be the energy of someone else, right? Because this is about two people. But let's face it, two people who live in the 3D world with all the 3D crap. So we may be waiting on something that needs to close with them. This is trust. This is faith. This is hope. This is also knowing, a real knowing. If you allow yourself belief, these seeds have been planted. You get to pick and choose, by the way, because some of those seeds you planted aren't great seeds, right? They came from a time of negativity. But when they present themselves, if you have a clear mind, you can be like, nope, yep. This is love. This is love that always existed and always will exist. Always will exist. This is love that goes on and on and on. And, you know, I often feel, especially when it comes to a twin flame, you know, maybe you're not someone to get your twin flame in this lifetime, but don't think that you and your twin flame don't reconnect. You do reconnect. And, you know, you may say, well, man, I don't want to wait till next lifetime. Well, we forget how fast this lifetime goes. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow, do we? No, we don't. All right, let's take a couple more on that. I feel like a few of you may be going to some type of a music venue this weekend, maybe a concert, maybe seeing a band at a bar. Listen, don't be surprised if you meet someone. And I'm going to make this very clear. If you do, there feels like, again, there is this initial brushing up with the skin or something, but you feel it. You feel it, okay? If you're drunk, don't make any decisions, right? Give your number, give your telephone number, or give your however you want to do it. Give a way to contact. But if you're drinking, don't make any real decisions at that point. And I don't know why. I'm just saying because I feel like someone's going to meet someone pretty important at a music venue, and I do feel like there's drinking involved, and the only thing I'm worried about is that you're going to get drunk. And I feel like who I'm talking about, when you're drunk and when you're sober, which is most of us, there's a different you. But there's something, maybe when you get drunk, you get sad. And what does that do when you're with a group of people? Well, it brings the whole group down, right? Doesn't mean you don't have a right to have that sadness, but alcohol's really making you feel it. Anyway, I don't know. It's like I'm telling you, don't go home with them that night. Your choice, of course. And if you're drinking, I don't know, it'd be, you have to let me know. Like, so you're in this scenario, and I know someone's going to be in it. You have to, you don't have to make choice. You're not even thinking about choices at that point. You're just going with the flow, which is great. But at the end of the night, I'm just wondering if I'm going to come up in someone's mind like, don't do it. Go home. Give your number. Go home. I don't know why. Okay. So, could be an outside music venue. But I kind of feel like wherever this is at, there's a lot of people. Why do I have these cards over here? When I'm into a reading, when I don't even know there's cards yet to be read that came out, I'm assuming. Okay. We have the Magician, beautiful, and the Emperor. Whoa, strong energy. This is knowing who you are, right? This is knowing your path. This is knowing, how did I get all this wisdom? And piecing it together. This is being the leader in your own life. For some of you, yes, you could certainly be trying to manifest an Aries back. That may be who this lover is for you. This is definitely telling me that, let's look at the lover's head over heart decision. This is telling me follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart. And then we have the Three of Wands and Temperance. How beautiful. Card of Sagittarius. This is the energy of taking that. So I have taken that baby step. I'm trusting in divine here. I'm feeling the energy of divine. I'm feeling this is the right time. Feeling that. Three of Wands, I don't really know what's coming, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm living within the moment. I'm staying optimistic about all chances. I'm learning that I am creating. But the biggest thing here is you took that first step. You took that baby step. And what that's doing, it's moving. Remember how we had all the Ten of Swords? Well, it's gone. So once the Hermit came up, everything else seemed to lighten up. This is also about patience. This is also about balance. This talks about well, we're talking about love right now. So when love comes in, when temperance is involved, it's meant to be at that time. Temperance doesn't look and say, okay, Mary, you've been waiting for 9 years, it's your turn. No. Depends on you. This person took that baby step. And look at this. And now the right timing's coming in. This person went through the hermit mode and now is living more from an optimistic point of view. Now the timing is right. Why? Why would I have to wait? Like, why couldn't I have back when I was in 10 swords? Well, because I probably would have fucked it up. That's why. We would have fucked it up. I'm coming from a much different energy now. Is it worth it? You tell me. What beautiful energy we have out here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. So there are major changes, right? Major changes. All of them. Because deep down is what you want. Deep down because it's a seed that you planted. Lifetimes ago, this lifetime, yesterday, 2 minutes ago, right this minute. What do I have to let go of? Wow, with 2 Ten of Swords, the pain of the past. The pain of the past. Well, I'll never be able to do that. I'll never be able to do that. It'll be with me forever. Temperance says, okay, then I'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait for you. Because this is the energy that's required to truly see the seeds that you want. Positive attitude. Walk through the fear. Just beginning. But I have a whole new confidence behind me. I have the confidence of the universe behind me. So Temperance is saying, it's not that we're not here, right? It's not that you're not thought about. What's she mixing? The fire and the water. Some twin energy. But meant to be. It's not always who we think it is. So there's the opportunity of real clarity for you, Aquarius. And I want to say the month of November, but it's not just the month of November. It's now and forever. These are lessons that are learned, and once they're learned, they never have to be learned again. They're just because they become wisdom, experience. And now they're there to help others who may have been on that same path, to help you, remember what is it I truly wanted. Emperor. I roll with love. I have walked that walk. I have the wisdom. I have gone through it all. I now sit with the world in my hand, the creator of my world. I have everything I need. This is a path of intuition. Get out of the head. Definitely stay out of your head. Definitely don't Mercury retrograde. Take a second. Take a pause. Do I really want to send that? Do I really want to say that? Where is it coming from? You're creating your own timeline here. And it includes someone really important. So think about that and how you want this to look for you. Because you can make it any way you want it. This is your seed. And nurture it. Nurture it. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. Optimism. Walking through fear. Not staying in place. Even if I'm waiting for someone else to catch up to me, well, then they will catch up to me because I'm not standing in place. I understand I need to continue to live my life and go after my joys. And as I find more joy and light within me, the things that happen, people that come to you, and situations that come to you are quite beautiful. Even if they show as a challenge, you see it for exactly what it is. And, I'll get over this. I will get it. Listen, if I got over 2 Ten of Swords, whatever this teeny little challenge is, I'll jump right over it. I have the wisdom. When is the timing going to be right? Whenever you're ready. And I don't mean like when I say, okay, I'm ready. When you're truly ready for the type of seed that you want to show. You don't want just any old seed to show. Remember that. So I am closing the door to something, way of being, an action, perhaps a person. But this is for my own good, and to move right through it as much as I can. And I feel like I have to yell Scorpio again. And I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Boy, your readings seem to come out really easy, which I love. Who did I do right before you? Leo. Theirs came out pretty easily. And I love that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. There's only so many things you can say to get someone to this point. But ultimately, it is up to you, right? I make the decision of how I want to live. Do I want to live joyfully, or do I want to live, even if there's crap going on around me, doesn't mean I have to be pulled into it. I don't want to go down that road because that's not really what this message is about. This is about love and the journey to get to there, but get to the highest type of love. This isn't just about another lover coming in the door, right? You could have that all day long, so to speak. No. I want the best. I need to at least be able to give my best, right? Cupid's involved. Temperance is involved. This is all leading you exactly where you want to go. Don't miss out on the Hermit Mode. That was important. That was where your world started to change. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Today's Friday. Kisses. Namaste. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.